on Iwtv News.
Baseball is back. The boys of summer step into the box. Destination, Grand Junction. Wellness weekend. Students taking advantage of the new fitness center on their days off. Indian Hills comes to town. Another uphill climb for the Reivers. Do they reach the summit? Happy birthday, Rocky! And all his rowdy friends are there to celebrate. Hey, the cake isn't too bad either.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching Iwtv News.
Hello and welcome to our latest edition of Iwtv News. I'm JJ Davis. You know, I think it's time we take a break from all this cold weather stuff and think warm. Baseball, baby. That's right. One of the top programs in the country is at it again. And as usual, high expectations. Here's Iwtv student Terry Wilmus.
The Reivers make it to the national title game and fall one dog pile short. Iowa Western throwing it around with 5 returning starters.
This is the 46th year of baseball at Iowa Western, so that's why we call it Team 46. Last year was 45. You know, the sophomores have those memories. They've got the things they've learned and the, you know, that were good and bad from last year. But this is this year, so they're doing a great job leading. And the biggest way that we lead at Iowa Western baseball is we serve, and leaders serve.
The Reivers here knocking them in are coming off a 52-win season. The new guys know the score.
Coming in, like, the first couple weeks were pretty rough, but I mean, you feed out like bad. If you're not meant to be here, then you'll end up leaving. Like, if you're good for the program, you'll stay.
I feel like, well, we practice as much as anyone, so I mean, just taking extra reps after practice and doing the stuff that we do in practice to just prepare all of ourselves for the season. I think everyone's end goal is the same on our team, and that's to make it back to the World Series. And like Coach says every year, just make it to the World Series, make it to that last game, and anything can happen.
I mean, it's a dogfight every year at the Northern District. So as much as I can look that far ahead and give you that answer, I'll worry about February 15th, 16th, and 17th when we open up the season, and then we just take it from there. You know, I preach to my kids all the time, like, just be where your feet are, and I can promise you that's what we will do.
Iowa Western's set to do it on the road. The Reivers will throw it down 16 straight times. First pitch at Doc Ross Field Saturday, March 7th against Iowa Lakes. For Iwtv Sports, I am Terry Willis.
Thanks, Terry. Now, the Reivers hit the road for 16 straight games, 14 in February, 2 more in March. And then Doc Ross Field, the place to be on March 7th and 8th, Iowa Western steps into the box for its first home games of the season. The Lakers jump into the water, followed by Ellsworth, DMAC, and rounding out the month, Dakota County Tech. So bring it on. The bar forever raised high. And I don't know about you, but I'm expecting to take another road trip to Colorado. Does the men's basketball team settle the score? Top 10 Indian Hills invades Council Bluffs for their annual grudge match. But first, hot chocolate day? Why not? We'll drink it up when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is Iwtv News.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt,
such a weirdo,
excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
she doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
Be nice. She's new.
Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened?
Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi.
You mean you were driving?
Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Wait, why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
Remember when it opened? It is the latest jewel in the Iowa Western crown. The new Dr. John and Jean Marshall Wellness Center is getting a workout. Okay, so it's a happening place during the week. But what about the weekends? Fun and games continue?
Just a few months after opening, the Wellness Center is off to a healthy start. While many students come during the week, what about the weekend?
I think during the weekends, students want to, chill, get away from their stressors during the week. I think what we have to do a better job of is communicating to students that you can do that here. There's no right way to be here, right? You can use this facility for whatever you want it to be, including coming over with friends, hanging out, watching TV, getting on the cardio machine and walking around the gym. Anything that you want to do is okay. There's no right way to do it.
Weekends, more people go off campus to, see family or something. So I definitely think the weekdays when people are on campus in class and stuff and can just walk by, use it, as opposed to people who maybe go off campus and may have to drive back to use it. So I definitely think the weekdays when people have classes are a bit more busy. I'd say people use it, but it's more like they come at a certain time. Like you'll see more people come in the afternoon after classes have finished and stuff, as opposed to like in the afternoon when people are in class or doing something else.
I would love to see this place full. We haven't seen it full yet. There could be 20 to 30 people in a gym, 5 or 10 people up in the loft, students playing in the turf. There's plenty of space here for everybody. And we haven't seen it full yet. I'd love to see that full.
Full on the week and the weekend. The Wellness Center is open from noon to 8 on Saturdays and Sundays. For Iwtv News, I'm Nathan Baser.
Thanks, Nate. Now for something a little sweeter and hot. Just right, you could say, for this time of year.
It's cold outside. Warm your paws with hot chocolate. All for a good cause.
We're doing a fundraiser. We're selling hot cocoa and muffins. We're in the vet tech program, and we're in a club called SCANAPTA, that stands for Student Chapter of Veterinary Association of America. America. And we're raising money basically so that we can take educational trips. Like we really want to go to Iowa State. They have a huge veterinary college out there.
Tastes good and keep you warm.
If I want a sugary snack to have with it, like a donut.
We just thought that it would be a fun thing to sell since it's kind of cold outside. It's a little bit unique, so we're kind of doing like a bar situation.
This situation will be repeated every Wednesday in February. So if you're cold and need to warm up, then grab a cup of hot chocolate. Drink up for a good cause. For IWTV News, I'm Joshua Smiley.
Make you hungry? Thirsty? Party time in Reiver Arena. Happy birthday to guess who? The annual track meet surrounds the festivities. And cake, baby, after the break.
I chose to come to Iowa Western because it was close to home and rather affordable. I just wasn't really ready to leave home yet, so it was a good option for me. When I think about Iowa Western, I think about just growth in general, always expanding programs, even their sports teams, just innovation and continuously growing.
The best part about being in the dental assisting program was probably the close-knit group of classmates that we had, and how accessible and how close we were with our instructors. The reason I chose this field was because I've always had a passion for healthcare, and thinking long-term, it was best for me thinking about being able to balance a family and a career at the same time.
I've always wanted to be in the medical field, and then once I had orthodontics or braces, I was just very aware of my smile and everyone else's smile, and so I thought this would be a good fit for me. Being in the lab, the dental lab here at Iowa Western, they're not always real people that you're working on, but a lot of the equipment is very similar. It gets you kind of familiar with the equipment and the arrangement of an operatory so that when you go out to those offices, you're pretty much ready to go.
The most satisfying part about my job is being able to care for patients. I love helping educate patients on their oral health because ultimately it affects your overall health.
The dental assisting program, I feel, set me up for success. Just like I said, being hands-on, the learning experiences in the classroom and outside with our externships, it just really brought it full circle, from textbook to being chairside.
I had a great experience at Iowa Western. I felt like I had a lot of support from my teachers, from advisors. I can't really say enough good things about it.
I would definitely recommend this program to others. I do actually. It's just a great learning experience here. People that are interested in the medical field that maybe they don't want to nurse, they don't want to do that type of thing. You're still helping patients, and it's fun. It's something new every day.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Last year's game went into double overtime. Each team scores over 100 points. But the outcome? Yeah, Indian Hills. When was the last time the men knocked off the Hills in Reiver Arena? I mean, every year it's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's a seesaw every season. And this time? The Reivers huddle up against the 5th-ranked Warriors. Second half, Chris Payton just jams it home, and it's 47-33 Hills. The home team on the run. Seneca Lewis to the bank. The visitors again. Payton leads all scorers with 21 points. Caleb Huffman and Big Blue not going away. Iowa Western cuts it to 8. But Indian Hills taking the fight inside. Back up to 10 with 15 minutes to play. Caleb Huffman dazzles with 2 of his 18. Iowa Western trims the lead to 5. Jalen Dalcourt just knocks down the 3, 54-49. But the Warriors finding the open man, 61-52 Hills. Huffman for 3, and it's 65-57, under 7 to go.
Finally getting checkouts. I see guys, 5 guys checking out. On the shot, you're going into bodies, not to the rim. Does everybody follow?
Seneca Lewis drives in with 13 points, cuts it to 8, but every time the Reivers cut into the lead, Indian Hills has an answer. The Warriors, some big threes late. Indian Hills sweeps the season series, just outscoring Iowa Western 82-63.
Sum it up with the effort and the intent, and the process. If you're going to preach process and effort over results, then you have to buy in when you don't get the results. And a lot of times we've been able to say those things and had the results we wanted. The score wasn't indicative of the competitive nature of that game. I thought the first half, it was a shame we missed some pretty easy finishes right towards the end of the first half. We left about 6 to 8 points out there where we were by the defense. But in the second half, I thought they packed it in a little bit. And, again, we tried to get interior. We tried to focus that in and worked on penetrating pitch, but we just didn't quite have the angles.
Yeah, this size, it was a big difference. Like, basically, we played good as a team, though. We played good as a team. We just couldn't pull it out.
Basically, I feel like we were just a couple of offensive boards away, a couple of stops, a couple of late assignments on help. I feel like overall we played hard, played aggressive, just ended up getting out-rebounded in the paint.
They're not making great plays.
This group's been that way. This group's learned from things. This group has been challenged throughout the year. They pick one another up, and we want to be a tough out. We want to make sure that however this goes, that we're a team that you don't necessarily want to play with, and that's where we're going to try to play our best basketball down the stretch.
The Reivers dropped a 4-3 in conference play. Iowa Western next hits the road to Southeastern. Now Big Blue beats the Blackhawks. The Reivers grab the number 2 seed in the league tournament. Meanwhile, the women look to keep their unbeaten record at home for 2020 intact. The Reivers looking to run their record to 6-0. Here's Iwtv student Adam Ireland.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your Iowa Western Reivers!
Iowa Western comes running out against Moberly Area. The visitors here pounding it inside. Jumps out to a quick 7-1 lead. The home team responds. Ariel McElroy not gonna be denied. Big Blue trails 13-9 after the first 10. The Greyhounds attacking the basket in the second quarter. The Dogs go up 19-11. The Reivers keeping it close. Summer Blakemore finds Jaden Morris on the baseline. Sophomore muscles it in. Then McElroy again drains the 3. Iowa Western trails 27-24 at the half.
Third quarter, Blakemore on the breakaway. IDUP inches ahead, 32-31. Moberly comes shooting back with a big three. The Greyhounds 45-44 with 1 quarter to go. Morris, who scores a game-high 22 points, knocks it down. Big Blue still trails 49-46 under 10 minutes to play. The Greyhounds out-rebound the Reivers 45-32. Moberly pulls away 70-62.
We knew, that press was going to give us some trouble, and I thought it showed some of that. We couldn't really get into the flow of our offense. So it was a bit troublesome that some of the things we focused on building up and getting ready for this game that we weren't really prepared. We didn't look very prepared.
Taking away, I feel like when we play them again, we just need to execute the game plan better, run through our stuff better, and rebound.
Actually, I thought our defensive effort was actually really good, but the problem was we just kept giving them offensive rebounds. So when you give a team 2, 3, 4, 5 shot attempts a possession, one of them's going to go in.
Iowa Western has 4 regular season games left, 2 in Reiver Arena. For Iwtv Sports, I'm Adam Ireland.
Thanks, Adam. Now to another warm weather sport. Of course, we launched this show with one of the top baseball programs in the country. But what about the softball team? The women get at least 30 wins every year. Here's Iwtv student Reiver Halligan.
The Iowa Western softball team, here batting around, comes running in after a 33-24 year. The Reivers are swinging into a new season with 3 returning starters.
I think we've been doing really, really well. Obviously, we have our new indoor facility, which helps us out a lot. Our outfielders have actually seen fly balls for our first game, which is always a plus. So we haven't had that before. With the abilities that we have to practice early in January now compared to what we used to have is going to be a big difference maker early in our season. So I'm really excited about how we've been getting after it. I think Julie Katz is going to have a huge, huge year for us, and she had a really good year as a freshman last year. So she's going to get the game ball game 1, and that's more of a mentality thing than anything else. She just goes out there and competes, so I think that rubs off on a lot of people. We're going to have a lot of new faces in the lineup this year, so having that constant in the circle is really going to help us out.
I'm looking forward to all of us competing. We have a good group of freshmen that came in, and it's a new team, and I'm just looking forward to how everybody plays on the field and competes. We've been able to full scrimmage in there, which is a big benefit to us. I know we're steps ahead in practice until like as last year we had the old gym, which was great, but we are so blessed to have this new facility.
The Reivers roster includes 8 sophomores and 12 freshmen.
I'm really excited to just be able to play with this group of girls. We have a very, very strong team. We have strong chemistry, so I'm just excited to play ball with my friends.
We're really excited about what our freshman class brings, and there's a lot of talent, but they can hit, they can play defense, but it's that mentality of, can I go be aggressive, can I do it in game time?
Iowa Western goes to bat with 18 straight road games. The Reivers' first pitch at home, Friday, March 6th against Nyack. For Iwtv Sports, I'm Reiver Halligan.
Thanks, Trevor. And finally, let them eat cake. Happy birthday, Rocky, on the other side.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
This is always a fun time, and deservedly so. Rocky the Reiver's birthday party. Now, old Rocky is celebrated during the Indian Hills game, and let them eat cake. Did you go back 4 seconds?
You always see him everywhere at the games, cheering us on the court. Now this time, we're the ones cheering him on. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Rocky. Everyone joined in on the fun and celebrated along with Rocky by having some birthday cake. Everybody had fun. The cake wasn't bad either. For Iwtv News, I'm Chloe Lothrop.
Thanks, Chloe. And so we march on into February and beyond. Warm weather and sunshine well within our sights. And so for this latest edition of Iwtv News, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.